ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Inside Scoop. I'm your host, Big Bubba. Along with me today is my co-host here, Joey. How you doing, Joe? Good to see you again.
You?
I know a lot of you folks are probably saying it's Saturday because we filmed our first share against, I believe it was on Saturday morning at AACS. We are going to give our results, our picks today for the Elimination Chamber. I don't know if you folks have heard or read about it. It's being shown, I guess, at 5 o'clock this morning. I don't know if you woke up to see it, but we're going to give you our predictions. These are not results. We'll give you our official results in the next episode. So it's just kind of odd because a lot of you folks know we tape a couple of days in advance, as I've said to you before. Well, as we usually do, Joe, let's start off. We have a kind of a shot list today for wrestling birthdays.
Okay, we'll start off with the big show.
Paul White.
February 8th, 52.
He's from Rhode Island. He's not. His dad was. I don't know if he's from this area. He's how old?
52.
Wow.
You know, a couple years younger than me.
He's 5 years younger than me. Haku, yes, I read that online.
February 10th, 64.
Yes, Haku looks good for 64, believe it or not. I saw a picture of him.
Natalia's dad, Jim Neidhart.
Neidhart.
February 8th.
Yep, I read that one too.
Former WWE Ladies Champ, who's known for taking the WWE Women's title to WCW and throwing it in the trash on camera.
Alundra Blaze, a.k.a. Medusa Michelli.
Yep. February 9th, 61.
Wow.
Another former WWE Women's Champion, Victoria. February.
I don't believe Victoria's in the Hall of Fame.
I don't think so either.
No, I think she's one of the people they should be thinking about putting in.
February 10th, 53. Ken Shamrock. February 11th, 60.
Wow, Ken Shamrock is 60.
This next one he's been known for two wrestling names in the WWE. The One Man Gang and Akeem. The former partner of Big Boss Man.
I think he's still alive, and he's lost a lot of weight. I heard he's almost 200 pounds. He looked different, totally different online. I saw a picture of him.
He's 64.
Wow.
On February 12th.
Can't believe One Man Gang is 64.
ECW legend, Tommy Dreamer.
Who I've met several times locally.
February 13th, 53.
He still wrestles regularly in independent circuits around this area.
Yeah, the Mounties brother and tag partner, Ray Rougeau.
I saw that one online as well.
February 18th, 69.
Joey sees him on Facebook. I see him on my good friend Vince Alagosta's and Brittany Brown's website, WrestlingForum.com. I've seen all these mentioned. He lists them all with pictures and.
This next one, this guy just went into the Hall of Fame 20 years ago.
Just went in, huh?
Yeah, he went into the Hall of Fame 20 years ago. Big John Studd.
Yes.
February 19th. And I have the DVD of the 20 years ago, the 2004 one. Several members of that class have passed, I know that. Ty Dillinger. February 19th, 43.
Wasn't he known as the Perfect 10 at one time?
Yeah. He's going by another name now.
Yeah, he works for AEW. I don't know. He's kind of a lost name in AEW. I don't see him too much.
February 19th, 43.
Wow, he's 43?
Yeah. I just found out this next one, she just lost, I think it was the women's title for TNA, I think. Was it TNA?
Okay.
To former WWE wrestler Kama, who's now going under...
Kama's wrestling again?
Yeah, she's
Awesome Kong?
I think that's the name. She's going under another wrestling organization.
Going by the name of Kama?
No, not Kama. That was her WWE name. I forgot what name she's going
Awesome
under.
Kong was what she was wrestling on in TNA.
Yeah, I think that's it, because she got beat Gail Kim. Gail Kim's birthday.
No, Gail Kim is married to Robert Levine. She was the Oriental girl she works for TNA. She's a trainer. She's also one of the producers of the show. So it's not Gail Kim. You're thinking of someone else.
No,
Gail Kim is an Oriental wrestler he's a 7-time TNA World Champion.
That was it.
But Kama's name was different. I can't think of her name off the top of my head, her real name. But it definitely is not Awesome Kong. Nope, you got that information a little bit wrong. That's okay, Joe.
I'm mentioning Gail Kim's birthday.
Yes, she's married to Robert Irvine, the famous chef from TV. Works on Food Channel.
February 20th, 47.
Yes. Oh, I can't. That's going to bug me now until I think of it. But I'm picturing her face and everything. I can't picture Awesome Kong's real name. Well, you told me on our drive up here that you have no deaths. Well, I have a couple of deaths I actually saw and decided to write down. They're kind of obscure actors that we wouldn't even think of, but I'm sure we've all seen them seen these movies they were in. The first one is an actor from the movie Porky's. His real name is Tony Ganios. I think I'm probably saying it wrong. Ganios. He died from a cardiac arrest or heart failure. We all respectfully knew him as Anthony Meat Tuparillo. He died February 18th. He was from Brooklyn, New York, and he died in New York. He was 64. The next one is from the movie Slapshot, another cult hockey classic if there ever was one, Slapshot. But there was actually a 1, 2, and 3 now, Slapshots. His name is Paul D'Amato. He died from brain disease. We all knew him as Tim Dr. Hook McCracken. Now, interesting tidbit about Tim McCracken. He was born in Worcester, Massachusetts, and he died in East Brookfield, Massachusetts on February 19th. Mr. D'Amato was 75. Like I said, obscure wrestlers, you wouldn't even think of it. But let's show our condolences for the 2 wrestlers. Uh-oh. Joey's Googling the name as we speak.
It is Awesome Kong.
Awesome Kong is not Gail Kim.
No, I'm talking about that. Kong is the current ring name is Awesome Kong.
Kong is, yeah.
I wasn't talking about Gail Kim being.
Oh, okay.
Awesome Kong.
You confused me there. So was the person who was actually now? What's Awesome Kong's real name?
Yeah, her real name is. Who is it? Kia Stevens.
Yeah, Stevens. Kaya Stevens.
Kaya Stevens, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, we've been through all the results of Royal Rumble. Let's briefly, Joe, there's not many to the list, and give our reasons and maybe our picks for the matches for the Elimination Chamber.
First off is the Women's Elimination Chamber. Participants are Becky Lynch, newcomer Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez.
The winner of this match takes on Rhea Ripley or Nia Jax,
whoever
the champion is.
Yeah.
Now, I have my picks. I think Tiffany Stratton's the first one eliminated. In my opinion. I mean, she doesn't. I don't think she really belongs in the match, but did give her a small push, which is good. Because the winner takes on the champion. I see Naomi doing well in this. Rodriguez just came back from a skin injury, a skin ailment. She'll do well in the match because she can carry the match. She'll probably start the match. Rodriguez will because she can go. Her and Naomi, I think, will be the 2 starters of the match. But the winner of the match, I think you might agree with this, is going to be the man, Becky Lynch. It would be the best match if Nia Jax beats Rhea Ripley. It would be a good match at WrestleMania. Becky Lynch and Nia Jax, they've been really feuding lately. I mean, the punch when Nia broke Becky's nose and kept her off for what, almost a month and a half? A broken nose? Took her out of action for a while. I think that's my pick for that match. Is going to be Becky Lynch. Now, do you agree with some of those things or disagree?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, one of the other people who I wanted to see in that match, I wanted to see Indy Hartwell in that match. I want to just give her a little push, and it's her home. She's from Australia. I want to see her in the match. Another one you mentioned there, I was very surprised they didn't put in there, was Shayna Baszler. She did very well in that Battle Royal too. I mean, she does very well in the Elimination Chambers. Bianca Belair might actually start that match with Raquel Rodriguez or Tiffany Stratton. That's what I'm thinking, just because they can wrestle for a while. I think the odds-on person, the super underdog in that is going to be Liv Morgan. I think she's kind of a forgotten name. I don't think she'll probably be the second or third one out of the match, in my opinion. Should be a good match, though. Usually, women have been putting on great matches lately.
And now, in the men's elimination chamber, we got participants are Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley, and LA Knight.
Yeah. Again, to pick one of these is really difficult. The one I want to see win, I want to see end up going after
the winner of this one goes after Seth's title.
Seth's title. The person I want to see go after Seth's title, Randy Orton. I want to see Randy. Guess what? Randy can get that 16th World Championship. One, and he kind of deserves it. I think he's the.
Isn't he like a 14-time champ?
I think he's I'm not sure if he's 14 or 15 time. But I want to see Randy Orton win that. The person I want to see eliminated first is Logan Paul. I don't think he even belongs in the match. He's very overrated. He could bring his brass knucks in this match, but I think Kevin Owens is going to beat the starch out of him. I think he's going to really zone in on him and put a hurting on him. That's going to be a feud back and forth. Another one who could be a guy to keep an eye on, very quiet, Bobby Lashley. He's a strong man, but I don't know if somehow if the AOP gets involved in the match, could hurt Bobby Lashley in this.
I don't know how they could do that when it's caged up.
Totally caged in, but Bobby Lashley should do well in this match too. He's been in them before. I mean, the complete underdog, I think, is Logan Paul. He shouldn't even be in the match. And we're just jumping over LA Knight. He might be one of the last two participants. Him and Randy Orton might be the last two in there. My pick for that's going to be Randy Orton. Like I said, folks, some of you fans out there who are fans of wrestling might be saying, you're wrong. You just saw it, and you didn't get it right. These are our predictions. These are not the winners.
I thought they're up.
By 5 o'clock, so I'm going to try to get up myself and watch it live. I'll try.
I'm thinking of KO myself.
I don't think you getting up, Joe, at 5. You can look up till usually 4 in the afternoon. So
next, we've got the Raw Women's title, the hometown girl, Rhea Ripley, against Nia Jax.
This could be interesting. I'm going to tell you the reason why I think this is going to happen this way. Do they take the title off Rhea with the hometown crowd? Has Nia Jax really been dominating people? She's really been dominating just about everybody, hasn't she?
Yeah.
I know you probably don't like this pick, but they're both basically heels, but I think Nia Jax is going to win the match. I think they're going to have Rhea lose in her hometown, in her home country. Because I just think Becky Lynch and Nia Jax is a better match for WrestleMania, in my opinion. Who's your pick? The two heel factions.
Tough decision, that one. I guess I'll go with, I have to say this, but I'll go with the Judgment Day side of it.
He's going with Mammy. He's picking Rhea Ripley.
Speaking of Judgment Day, and the men's tag titles, Balor and I forgot
Damian Priest.
Damian Priest defending against Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne.
I think Bate and Dunne are getting a really good push. They're gonna have a good showing. That could be a very, very good wrestling match. They let it go for a while. They all can work, and they're all good workers. But somehow, Judgment Day keeps their title. So Judgment Day is going to win that match. I want to see Bate and Dunne. They've been together, I guess, for years as partners. And then, would this be the final crack in Judgment Day, though, if they lost? Because it seems like they're kind of breaking up a little bit, but they're even more united going against this R-Truth situation. So, do you think R-Truth gets involved somehow?
Possible.
You know, and cost them? Who's your pick for that one, Joey?
I'll go with Dunn and Bate.
Gonna go Dunn and Bate. Gonna stay with the face faction. Kind of figured you'd go that way, but I gotta get. Again, that should be a really, really good wrestling match. All four of those guys can really work well in the ring, and they work well.
There's gonna be Robert getting smacked in that match.
Basically, good matches. Well, that's our predictions for. Like I said, I know you fans are out there going, "No, you're wrong. You're wrong. No, this is right. No, this no." We're going to have the results out there before you even get our picks, which is going to be kind of weird because I said we do this in a couple days in advance, but that's our picks, that's our choices. While we're on the news, on the subject here, let me, a couple minutes here, let's go into some of the independent wrestling in the area. Because you had missed some shows, I did not attend these shows. I'm not planning on attending these shows. There was one in Brockton, Wrestling Champions. I believe,
There's one tomorrow night. I mean, Friday night, yeah.
Well, there's one tomorrow night. It's NRG's going, is back in Fairhaven. I think Davey's calling it Bruised and Battered or something like that.
Bruised and Battered?
Loved and Bruised or something like that. I don't know. But I'm going to be missing them shows, but there is going to be a show on Sunday. RWA is going to be doing their version of the Rumble. RWA Rumble is going to be on Sunday. That's tomorrow, folks. For you, that's going to be at, I always forget the name, Our Lady of the Rosary Church on 21 Travis Street in Providence. Just Google the address, Travis Street, nice little church, downstairs, nice venue. I think he has 7 or 8 matches, 6 matches, because that Rumble takes a good 45 minutes. And you local people who don't know, I'm wearing the shirt, AJP, he's the entitled one. I've mentioned his name now for years. He'll be involved in this Rumble, since his dad owns the company, T Phoenix. AJP is Austin Phoenix. It's his stage name. You see guys like Stephen Lust. Everyone has their pick for the Rumble, a local guy who's going to win. You people wouldn't know the pick I gave, or maybe you've actually heard of him. I gave a real obscure person who might do like a Jerry the King Lawler and hide into the ring until the end. Then come out and throw the last guy out. That's going to be the commissioner, David Morales. Your state rep from Rhode Island, who's actually involved with the IWA, is their commissioner. He's my sleeper pick for the whole thing. If you do attend that show, look for me. I will be there, sitting ringside with my friend Corey. Again, try to support your local wrestling. I have another one I listed here. It's coming up on March the 8th, and we'll mention it. Hopefully, we'll mention it on our next show. Will it be before March 8th? I don't even know. That's going to be NCW Separate Ways. It's the opening one for the year for NCW. It's going to be at the VFW Post 2017 at 84 Eastern Ave in Dedham. That's a Friday night, March the 8th. I did not click on the price of the tickets, but oftentimes just his tickets are $10 or $15 to go in, general admission. For $20 you get a couple slices of pizza and a poster, or a walking taco, which they make a little taco with meat and they put some stuff in it. That's often what they give us. I didn't see that listed there, but that's often what they do at NCW. John Casey puts on a great show. Again, a lot of you local wrestlers work for RWA, and NRG work for NCW. Always puts on great promotion. It's a short ride for us over to Dedham, but nice venue, plenty of parking. They usually have pizza and the walking tacos there, so the wrestlers are selling shirts and what have you. Good table there. And that's what I have for the independent scene. Now, Google it. Go online. Go on Facebook, independentwrestling.com. Look up WWE, which is New World Wrestling Extreme. See when their next show is. Sometimes if you go to these other sites, NRG, and go to NCW, on the side, they'll mention these other wrestling promotions that have shows coming up. Support your local scene. A lot of these guys are going nationwide. One of the biggest guys right now in NXT, Carmelo Hayes, is local. I mean, I know him as Christian Casanova. If you actually go on Christian Casanova's Facebook page, you see the photo he picked of himself. You'll see me sitting right in the corner of one of his matches. I'm clear as blue. I'm the only fan seen there. It's a full crowd, but I'm sitting right in the corner watching him. I've known Christian for a while, trained by Brian Fury. Ibar, we've mentioned this before, who's getting a good push right now with WWE. A good wrestler, one of the Viking Raiders.
He got beaten twice already.
But one of the Viking Raiders, he's doing well. He's wrestling well. He's been actually doing some very good lately. I mean, without his partner's hurt. I think he maybe hurt his neck. I'm not sure what's up with Eric Rowe. By the way, that's Sarah Logan, aka Valhalla's husband. Is local. He used to work for NECW, which was Sheldon Goldberg's company for the longest time. I saw him several times when he was coming up wrestling. You watch AEW and you see, I think she's just signed with AEW now. That's, what's her name now? Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks. Yeah. Local girl. She was trained by Brian Fury. Local guys. In this area, we've seen Tommaso Ciampa. He's worked this area for a while before.
DIY.
DIY. I've actually met Cody Rhodes at an independent show for XWA a few years ago. Just after he left WWE. I mean, Cody was a real nice guy in person. Nice people. You didn't mention the name there for a birthday. We just had him last week. I think he just turned 45. Carlito.
I didn't have
Colon. No, I didn't list it. It's okay. He did a local show in Bridgewater once. I met him. Nice, very nice guy. He looks bigger on TV than he actually is. He's not that tall. He's only like 5'7", 5'8". Small guy, but support your independent local wrestlers. Like I said, a lot of these guys, I love when they move on and make it big and make money for themselves, making good money for themselves. I'm proud of them. I don't care if they're heels or good guys, bad guys. I enjoy going to a wrestling show and watching good wrestling. And like I said, for under $25, all these shows I've gone to locally, you can't miss the time you have there. Great time.
Speaking of Ivar, he got beaten by 2 members of the Alpha Academy.
Okay.
I think this past week he got beaten by Gable.
Chad Gable, yeah.
And he also got beaten by Tozawa.
Tozawa, yeah, in a fluke match. That was fluky. Definitely a fluky win for him. But I'm surprised that Tozawa's still with WWE, but not the greatest wrestler. His character's funny. Well, let's totally go off subject for a second. We had the NBA All-Star game. The East won. The team of Jason Tatum and Brown. The 2 Celtics played for, and they won. It was no defense, but it was like 214 to 186, something like that. Some weird number. I mean, that's crazy. They scored 200 points in the game. Everyone was just tossing up threes. Everyone. It was kind of crazy. I guess was it Brown? I guess it came in second in the slam dunk competition. That's what somebody told me. I didn't see it, so. But he came in second in the slam dunk competition. And since our last taping, the Kansas City Chiefs won their Super Bowl again on a comeback. I believe they won by what? Oh, they won in overtime. They scored a touchdown when San Francisco only scored a field goal, so they won the game. I mean, it brought back memories for me a little bit, singing the Boston Marathon, it wasn't as dramatic as that, but when they had the problems over in Kansas City on the parade. People,
oh, yeah.
These parades are celebrations. Why are you going out and hurting each other, shooting each other, killing each other? I read online, I heard online that the Kansas City Chiefs were all okay. They sent their condolences to the families that got hurt. A lot of people got hurt, got shot. A lot of kids got shot, a lot of kids got hurt. Craziness, absolute insanity. The Red Sox have started spring training. I'm not too optimistic with the Red Sox. They need to make a couple more signings to make this team somewhat compatible. I mean, there's players out there that they should go get. The Patriots have a whole new organization now. Pretty much the whole coaching staff is new. There's like one or two who stayed with Coach Mayo. It's kind of hard to say that now, but I know they had the big draft coming up soon. And they've been talking about trading their pick, and you see it on the internet and different things. I do watch different sports. I enjoy sports. I'll watch the hockey All-Star game, I believe we saw that the night of our last show. I think it was a Saturday. And it was kind of funny to see David Pastrnak scoring his own goalie. They were on different teams. But he scored twice on Swayman. You know, it's interesting. I didn't like the way they did the hockey this year, but same as the football. I didn't like those little games in between the middle and flag football game, but they made those little games in between the middle. That's why the NFC won. That's just personal opinion. They should go back to the way they played the game before. AFC against NFC in a football game when no one really tackles, and let the quarterbacks play. Let them play football, not flag football. It's just, I don't know, just me. Anything else, Joe, you want to add? Any other sports or things you've seen or heard? Or we have a few seconds left here.
Well, I think The Rock is going to destroy the bloodline from within, the way I see it.
You think The Rock's going to stir up the bloodline and break it up? Okay.
Yeah, the way I see it.
Huh. Interesting. That's an interesting thought. Because I know the Rock is getting the heel turn. He's kind of turning against the crowd a little bit. It will affect his movies. I don't know. Well, I can't believe it, Joe, but this half hour has gone so quickly again. Where did the time go? Just me yapping here for 45 of them. But I want to thank AACS for having us, our director for directing us. All you folks out there who are watching this, hopefully you'll support your independent wrestling. I mention every show. Until we see you again, be safe, stay warm, take care, goodbye.